Alright guys, I'm coming back at you with some more shit, and I figured this would be a good thing to make a video about. I'm doing brakes on this Town and Country minivan, and I wasn't going to record it. Brakes are pretty straightforward, but there is something that I do that I know a lot of people struggle with, and I did when I was first getting into this. I couldn't figure out how to make brake pads fit in the damn caliper brackets. It's like they didn't fit. I used to try and grind these down on the end. Like, I heard the paint was in the way, so you grind them, but then they end up rusting, so that ain't right. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Basically, how to repair New York brakes. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, anywhere else in the freaking anywhere else in the U.S., down south, you ain't got to do this type of shit. You know, they ain't got rust. But up here in New York, you got to do this like once a year if you want your brakes to keep working good. They build up with shit. They're cruddy. It sucks, but you get used to it. So what you do is you get yourself a file, square file. This works good for me. I got a few different ones I use, and then the you know, your hardware, which is very important. Don't neglect the hardware. Okay, it's important. If it's bad, you got to replace it, because that's what's causing the brakes to wear. So the hardware goes in here. There you go. Hardware goes in there, but before you do that, it's easier sometimes to just hit it with this before you do it. That way you don't put them on and have to take them all back off. So yep, get the corners. Get the corners real good. Don't slack. Wearing gloves helps a little bit too. Make sure you get the outside here. They're all different. You know, calipers are all different, but they're all the same. They might have a little different design. The clips might look a little different, and you know, everything looks a little different, but it's the same concept. All brakes go by the same rule, and that's that they have to slide. They have to wiggle in their holders. And I'm sure that's why this particular vehicle has the rotor on the other side and the back worn a lot worse than any of these other pads were. And that's probably because it's building up and sticking in these spots. You gotta get it here, you gotta get it there, all the way around. So yeah, what are we at? 234. So yeah, that's what you do. Don't forget to grease these while you're in there. And it doesn't hurt to, before you get started, put a little bit of penetrating oil on everything just to kind of loosen it up. Yeah, I got to do the rotor on the other side. We're using the good hardware because it comes with the clips. If you use the cheap brake pads, it does not come with this stuff. Sometimes it's better just to get this. This was an extra $10. From the cheapest brake pads to the best brake pads was an extra $10, and I got the hardware, and I also got the high heat grease. So it's worth it to get the good stuff on some things. On Civics and shit, it's kind of just easier to put some cheap shit on there. But yeah, so that's it. Short little video, nothing special. Just figured I'd give you guys a heads up and let you know. I mean, knowing that little trick, you can really do your brakes yourself. I mean, that's the problem, is trying to get them back on. They won't go on. But anyways, have a good day. It's pretty freaking hot out here. Luckily, we got some trees left, and I'm hiding in the shade, and it's pretty decent. Doing a little bit of work, and then time to get up. See guys, now the key is when these pads are in here, you want it to be loose. You want to be able to move it. So this is a little tight for my liking. It's hard to hold the camera straight. But yeah, see, it does move, but it's a little tight for my liking. Once I put some grease on there, it should be a little better, but if it's any tighter than that, then you gotta clean it better. And for one final show, this is how it should be. Oh, come on. You should be, yeah, well, you should be able to pull it out. Look at it. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
outside the track playing out in the yard out there. Did you guys get in there and play? Or no?
We brought a medal around there.
Yeah, you throw it in the fire pit, bro.
Good shot.
Can you play inside the track?